Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in this video I will show you how to use the QListWidget control in our Qt widget application and what are these basics property and what are the signals and slot function. So let's start. So just simply you open your UI file and here you will find the list widget control in the item based item widget controls. So this is your list widget control. So basically this is the control for use to display the specific item list of your in your application. Okay, so there is a basic properties: object name, geometry, font size, font family, and there is some frame style. Okay, and the scroll bar is if you need it, and auto scroll, icon size, flow, is wrapping, resize mode, and many more properties. Here word wrap is also here. So basically this is for to use the or display the specific item. So let's add the item. So just simply double click on your list widget control and add the items. So let's set 5 to 10 items. So individually you can adjust the property for your items. So there is a basic property is the text property, icon if you want to set a specific icon to your item. So here you can also there is a tooltip is also here. Okay, and font property if you want to adjust the specific item font size, so you can also change here. So let's set there some values for our individual items. Then is the alignment properties also there. Horizontal alignment is also here. Okay, so this is how we can display your items, specific items in your list widget application, and also change the font property. There is some another property is the background color, foreground color. If you want to set specific kind of color for your item, so you can also set for that here. And there is some flag also here: selectable, editable, drag enable, drop enable. If you want to make your list widget can accept drag and drop functionality, so here you can adjust the specific property or set this flag. If you want to make a specific item as a checkable, if you want to use a checkbox as a for that item, so you can also use the check status. It currently is by default unchecked. Okay, so these are the property. Okay, so there is some properties, the layout, single pass, batch. Okay, resize mode is also there, is wrapping. Okay, so if you want to set specific or wrap the content in your list widget control, so you can use the wrapping property. There is a one is a selection behavior is also here. So if you want to select any item, multiple column, multiple selection, no selection, extended selection. If you want to set or allow to user to select multiple item in your list widget control, so you can here select the multiple items. So currently let's set a single selection and build the application, and first of all check it. So you can see currently at a time I can select the at a time one item. I press the control button here in my keyboard, but I can't select the multiple items. So let's set the selection mode as a multi selection. Okay, so here also some flags are enabled, drag and drop available is also here. Okay, so select the multi selection, build the application and check it. And run the application. So now you can see I can select the multiple items. Okay, so this is the property, basic property, or there is some function if you want to add some items. So just simply access your list widget add item. So let's add one more item, item 6. Okay, or one more item is item 7. Build your application and run the application. So you can see item 6 and item 7 is also added. So you can select the multiple items also here, and this is how we can add the items. Now let's create a signal and slot functionality. So there is a multiple list widget, slot item, selection item, press item, enter. So current text change, current row change. Okay, so there is a multiple properties, item click, item double click. If you want to specific when user double click on the specific item, so you will also get the item text, item click, current text change or current row change. Okay, so now let's create the first of all item clicked functionality. Create one more item double click or current text change or current row change. So currently just simply current row change and go to slot and current text change. And one more property is the item selection. Okay, so basically these are the basic signal and slot function which we can use. Now let's print the message here. So just simply print the item text. Okay, let me add the required header file. Qt Widgets and Qt GUI. So when double click, so also print the signal value or signal name. So this is the message for when user select any specific item. Okay, also let's print the value of our current index, current row change index. So basically this is the return the index, and let's print the value of our when row current text changes also here. So just simply select your value and print the message here. Build the application and run the application again. Wait for the build. Now run the application. So you can see by default item 1 is selected, so current text change is also called. Now let's select the item 2. So you can see item 2 text change is called, then row is also changed, and item which I clicked is item 2. So basically text change is also automatically called when the user list text value change and current row text and which item which I clicked. So this is the item 2. Now select the item 7. So you can see the current text change as item 7, current row is 6, and item click is item 7. So this is how you can get the or set the value of specific item of your list widget control, and this is how we can use our list widget control in our Qt application. And please drop your comment if you have any questions regarding QListWidget control in our application, and please like this video, share this video with your friend, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get a notification of new video. And thanks for watching my video. Thank you.